With 25% tariffs around the corner, the whole truck community is in panic mode because it turns out that many pickup trucks are not all that American made as most customers believed. While some of them are assembled in Canada or Mexico, others source most of the parts from these countries. So one way or another, prices will go up. Of course, not all trucks will be affected the same, so we did some research and came up with first and 3 best pickup trucks to buy when tariffs hit. Let's check them. Of course, we will check the bad ones first, those that will be affected by tariffs the most. And believe us, the list is full of surprises. Number 6. Ford Maverick. The Ford Maverick has shaken the truck market with its amazing blend of affordability, practicality, and efficiency. But soon enough, that won't be the case anymore. Once the tariffs hit, its starting price will have to go up to cover production expenses, probably over $30,000, experts suggest. And why is that? It's because the Maverick is one of the least American-made pickups on the market. Not only that, just 26% of its parts are US made, but the truck is entirely assembled in Mexico, in the Hermosillo plant. Moreover, key components, including engines, also come from Mexico. The hybrid powertrain is produced in Chihuahua, and the 8-speed transmission for the Turbo 4 is also Mexican-made. So altogether, there's a big chance that the demand for this currently super hot pickup will cool down in the future, unless Ford finds a way to keep production costs down with relocation, more US-made parts, or in some other way. Number 5. Toyota Tacoma. The Toyota Tacoma is by far the most popular midsize pickup truck on the market. It's reliable, practical, and quite capable, not to mention strong off-road potential. But all these things won't mean much once the new tariffs hit, because Tacoma is made in Mexico. Once Toyota ended with the previous generation, it also ended US production, and now all models are assembled in 2 Mexican plants, Baja and Guanajuato. Clearly, the impact of tariffs will be great, and soon enough, Toyota will have to raise the price, which could potentially have a negative effect on its popularity. Because as much as we love the new generation's capable powertrain, advanced tech features, and lots of off-road-oriented models, Tacoma's key selling points have always been affordability, reliability, and practicality. And once you take one of these away, potential customers will start asking themselves, is Tacoma worth the money anymore? Number 4. Ram 1500. The Ram 1500 may be the most refined pickup truck on the market, but it definitely isn't the most American-made. Instead, it stands pretty bad, so there's no doubt that tariffs are about to cause a pretty big impact, because even though the truck is mostly produced in the Sterling Heights facility in Michigan, there's also a solid portion of models coming from the Saltillo plant in Mexico. That's just part of the problem. The Ram 1500 relies on foreign-sourced components too much, and that includes critical mechanical components as well, not just parts from Canada and Mexico, but those coming from overseas as well, such as the 8-speed ZF transmission that comes from Germany, part of the world on which the current administration may impose tariffs next. All in all, prices will have to go up, which is not great news, considering that the Ram 1500 is already amongst the most expensive models in the class. Number 3. Ram HD. Some of Stellantis' pickup trucks are among the most American-made vehicles on the market, but the Ram HD definitely isn't. Models like the Ram 2500 and Ram 3500 are actually quite the opposite. Known for their impeccable mix of work capabilities and refinement, these trucks are actually assembled in the Saltillo truck assembly plant in Mexico. So you may presume that new tariffs are about to hit really hard in this case. It's not just that this heavy-duty pickup truck is assembled in Mexico. Some of the key components are also produced in this country, starting from the engine. The good old 6.4-liter Hemi V8 is produced in Mexico, and it will have a pretty big impact on future price increases. The good thing is that some of the parts are still US sourced, particularly the diesel engine, which comes from the Cummins' famous Indiana plant. Number 2. Ford F-Series. Whether we talk about the light-duty F-150, Super Duty models, or the all-electric version, Ford is going to suffer a lot once the tariffs come into effect, because its key product is not all that American-made, even though all these trucks are assembled in American parts. The problem is that major parts are mostly coming from Mexico and Canada. For example, V8 gas engines are all produced in Canada, including both the 5-liter Coyote for the light-duty model and the 7.3-liter Godzilla, which Ford installs in its Super Duty models. Furthermore, there's the super capable 6.7-liter turbo diesel for the Super Duty model, which is produced in Mexico, so it's pretty clear why the F-Series takes some of the worst positions on the American-made index list. On average, only 32% of the parts are made in the US, so you might expect a massive impact from the tariffs. And since this truck is by far the most popular model Ford produces, There's no word of some significant offset with price jumps of other models in the lineup. The world's most popular pickup's price will have to go up, and that's not good news for the Blue Oval and its loyal customers. Number 1. Chevrolet Silverado 1500 GMC Sierra 1500. The Chevy Silverado and its twin from GMC will be the worst pickup trucks to buy once tariffs hit. If you check the American-made index list, these pickups are at the bottom because they rely on US-made parts less than pretty much anything else on the market. It's because GM has a globalized supply chain with components coming from all around the world in order to optimize supply and keep production costs as low as possible. Moreover, a good portion of this truck, particularly fleet models, are assembled in Mexico, so altogether, Silverados and Sierra's prices will have to go up because production costs will increase significantly. Quickly enough, the Chevy Silverado, which is known for its quite attractive prices, could become pretty expensive, so it's no surprise that GM is working out different methods of mitigating the effect of tariffs. Now that we've checked the worst trucks, let's see which trucks will be the top 3 best buys once the tariffs come into effect. Number 3. Chevrolet Colorado GMC Canyon. The Chevy Colorado and its GMC sibling are already some of the best options in the mid-size pickup truck market, thanks to their great blend of capabilities, practicality, and off-road potential. But they will get even better once the tariffs come into effect because the two trucks won't be affected all that much. Instead, the pricing could remain pretty similar to the current one. That's because the Colorado and Canyon are assembled in the Wentville plant in Missouri. But that's not all. These pickups have a higher percentage of US-sourced components compared to most rivals. And, which is important in particular, key components are American-made. The 2.7-liter Turbo 4 engine is built in Spring Hill, Tennessee, while the 8-speed automatic is also sourced from US facilities. With all that in mind, it's no surprise that these two trucks earn a respectable 23rd place on the American-made index list, and are some of the most American-made pickups on the market. Number 2. Toyota Tundra. If you're looking for a full-size truck that will be the least affected by tariffs, the Toyota Tundra is the one to go with. Despite the Japanese badge, this is the most American-made full-size truck you can buy. Way ahead American models like F-150, Silverado 1500, or the Ram 1500. So besides potent turbocharged and hybrid powertrains, excellent ride quality, and traditionally impeccable quality and reliability, there will be one more good reason to choose Tundra over rivals, and that's the fact that it's one of the most American-made cars around, with high American parts content. The Tundra is exclusively built in Texas, while the engines are made in Alabama. So it's no surprise that we're talking about the 20th most American-made car on the US market, which will have all the preconditions to retain pricing similar to the current model. Number 1. Jeep Gladiator. The Gladiator sales have been decreasing for a while, but that trend could easily change once the tariffs come, because this super capable off-roader has earned excellent 8th place on the American-made index list. And it's the most American-made truck you can buy today, which indicates no significant changes in terms of pricing. Because every Jeep Gladiator comes from the same plant in Toledo, Ohio, Jeep's historical plant that's been around for ages. Not only that, the vast majority of parts are US sourced, and that particularly refers to key components, such as the Pentastar V6 engine, which is built in Michigan, or the 8-speed automatic gearbox, produced in Indiana. With all this in mind, anything but competitive pricing once tariffs come into effect would be a big unpleasant surprise, so we're pretty sure that once new taxes make an impact on the competition, this truck will stand out as one of the best options on the market. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.